Hey yo, how's it going guys? It's SixftHax here. Have for y'all today my week 4 match for the Draft Premier League. Is it week 4? I'm pretty sure it's week 4 because we're up. Yeah, we're 2-1 heading into this game. My homies are taking on Platoon Goons, and I am playing in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as usual, and I'm facing AM22 here. So if you guys are excited for this, hit that thumbs up button down below. Also, let me know if you guys have any tips on how to boost your immune system, because that's why I've been gone the past 2 days. I don't know if my voice sounds a little bit different to you guys, but yeah, I've been getting over this sickness. Like Monday was fine. Tuesday yesterday was the worst day because my throat was hurting all day, and I felt a lot better today. But yeah, again, sorry if I may sound a little bit odd to y'all. But yeah, if y'all just want to go ahead, skip to the battle, little time skip on the screen for y'all. So this is actually the second time I'm recording this, because originally I just recorded this, and for some reason it said that my microphone was on my Audio Technica, but it picked up my webcam microphone instead. So I just did a quick little test right now, and everything will be fine. But I'm crunched on time, so this is gonna probably be super short real quickly here. So yeah, skip to the battle if you want. Don't. It is what it is. It's fine with me. So we are 2-1 heading into this week. Hopefully we can win this match, because by the time I had this game here, we were up 3-0, which means because we only need to win 4 games out of 7 for the week. If I win this match here, then we basically just win the week already with 4 straight games. But if I lose, then not only do we take the first loss, but that also gives our opponent a chance to potentially make a comeback, and I don't want to allow that to happen. So as you can see from the matchup down below me, this is probably the worst matchup I've had, honestly, throughout my 4 weeks of playing DPL so far, mainly because I have literally no good answer to my opponent's offense whatsoever. Victini's a problem, whether it be Trick Room, Specs, X or Belted. Even Scarfed is annoying. Hydreigon I don't expect to be choiced, but it's a huge issue if it's able to freely switch up moves. Manchow I expect to be Life Orb or Scarfed, and that's a problem. Raikou could be Subcom Mind, but I don't expect Raikou or Donphan, honestly. I especially not Donphan. I feel like Donphan has the worst matchup, but Raikou could potentially come over Manchow is what I was thinking. And then Mega Venusaur plus Skarmory plus Aromatisse is a very annoying fat core, but that can easily be broken through by the Kieran Black set that you see in front of you. But my main issue is not breaking through his fat, it's dealing with his offense. Like, his fat is not a problem for me, it's his offense that I'm mainly worried about. So as I said, we have Kieran Black for his fat here. This is a very, very bulky set, because we didn't really need any HP investment, and Kieran Black had 4 move slot syndrome. If Kieran Black could learn 1 more move, like if Kieran Black had 5 moves instead of 4, it definitely would have been brought more offensively, and a different set would have been brought. But this set still deals with everything, because his only real switching is Aromatisse, so we can Toxic it on the switching with all this bulk. If he's not offensive, which it's ORAS, which is 6th gen, so it's not going to be offensive, then Kieran Black could 1v1 it potentially. And then for his offense, we have Dual Screens Mew here, because realistically it doesn't make sense for him to bring Defog Skarmory. He needs an offensive move, he needs Roost, he needs a hazard, and he's definitely going to want to have Whirlwind for any type of setup that I want to bring. So I figured Dual Screens Mew was going to be the best chance I had to have a shot of winning this battle. Otherwise, I'm probably going to get steamrolled by Hydreigon, Victini, and Manchow, just because they are absolutely terrifying, and I have no real good answers to them whatsoever. But with dual screens, only my Mons are taking half of the original damage, so that gives me a pretty solid opportunity to take advantage of that half damage, and that will give me a shot to win this battle. Next off, we have Swords Dance Drapion. We actually don't even need much speed on this Drapion. So behind screens, this Drapion can live any 2 hits from any of his offense, which is amazing, because if we Swords Dance once, things are dropping, but if we have a chance to Swords Dance twice thanks to Taunt here, which Taunt is for his phasing potential between Skarmory and the Venusaur, then at +4, everything is just going to get absolutely murdered. And then with Sniper, we have a chance to get double damage, right? Or do more damage with a crit. So yeah, that's super nice. Next off, we have a Mega Lopunny here with Power Up Punch. Much like Drapion behind screens, Mega Lopunny can definitely put in a lot of work to his team. Fake Out is super nice, mainly just here for Trick Room Victini, which is what I'm very scared of. So we can stall out a room of Trick Room if he, or turn of Trick Room, sorry, if he does bring that set. But between Return to High Jump Kick, everything gets absolutely smacked, which is great. We have enough speed for the Manchow. Otherwise, I'm not worried about Raikou, because he shouldn't be running more than enough speed for my Mew anyways, so that's fine with me. Next up, we have Seismitoad. Seismitoad is very reliable in this match as a lead, I believe. just because if he doesn't have Donphan, I'm very positive he's not going to have Defog on Skarmory, so that means we can just go ahead and get up our rocks turn 1 most likely, and then go from there. Endeavor's really good to kind of get Mega Venusaur super low, Skarmory, or even Aromatisse, and then finally off we have Whimsicott, mainly here just to kind of pivot around his squad, also because this is able to outspeed the entirety of his team besides Raikou, which again should not be running more than 340 speed in the first place. And then we are able to encore things as well thanks to Prankster. We can encore Victini potentially into Trick Room, we can encore something into a setup move, or just a non-offensive move in general, and then we can take advantage of that. U-turn is for pivoting. Psychic and Moonblast basically hit everything else. Expert Belt is only really there to do a little bit more damage to the Venusaur with our Psychic. So yeah, that's the squad. Sorry this was a little bit fast, but again, crunched on time, so let's get into the battle. I'm like running out of breath because I can't breathe through my nose. So I'm sorry if you guys like hear me breathing through. I hope you can't hear me breathing through the microphone, but yeah, if you skip to this, you don't know what I'm talking about. But gone the past 2 days because I'm getting over sickness. That may be why I sound a little bit different. If you enjoy this, hit that thumbs up button down below. Also, let me know if you have any tips to boost my immune system. I guess I'm gonna start eating an orange a day. This is the most I've gotten sick, like, in recent memory. Like, this really only started like a few months ago, and I don't know why, but it's really annoying. And I'm guessing I just need to start eating more oranges or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys have so I can boost my immune system. But yeah, looking at the matchup here, my opponent did not bring Donphan or the Raikou. Donphan, definitely expected it not to come. Raikou could have come, but happy to not see that. Unfortunately though, he does have Manchow, which, I mean, Manchow's absolutely terrifying if it's something like Scarf or even just Life Orb in general. So we have a super fat bulky Kyurem, as you guys saw, that deals with his defensive mons. But if you skip to this point in the battle, I'm not worried about his defensive mons. Like, his defensive mons, Venusaur, Skarmory, and Aromatisse, those are not a problem whatsoever. What I'm really concerned about is the Manchow, Victini, and Hydreigon, because all 3 of those mons basically come in and get a kill against me, which is why we have dual screens Mew, and I do not expect him to bring Defog Skarmory. It wouldn't make much sense to me if he were to bring Defog Skarmory. He needs Roost, an offensive move. He needs Rocks, and then he's definitely going to want to have Whirlwind for any type of setup or just substitute Kyurem Black in general. We have Swords Dance, Taunt, Drapion because behind screens, and that can definitely put in a lot of work. Power Up Punch, Mega Lopunny behind screens also puts in work. Potential lead Seismitoad here. Also, Toad kind of functions as my switch into Victini, but if I can just lead Toad, get up rocks, and then get up screens with Mew, then Victini is honestly not even that problematic, which is my game plan going into this match, is to lead Toad and get up rocks, and then finally off we just have Pivot Whimsicott, and that's really it. So looking at my opponent's team, I really wasn't sure what he wanted to lead with, but I really didn't mind just because Seismitoad being so bulky can always just about live one hit and I can get up my rocks. As he leads with Victini, he does unfortunately get a crit on me, but that crit doesn't necessarily matter at all because I'm pretty sure I still would have been 2-hit KO'd. And I thought about switching out my Toad into Mew, but I really didn't want to risk that in case he did want to try and be a little bit cheeky, because again, if I can just get on my screens, then with me having rocks up, that puts me in an amazing position, and I don't expect Skarmory to want to come in and defog me. Worst case scenario, gets up rocks or it whirlwinds me out, so I'm really not concerned about it. As it turns out that his Victini has Toxic, which means it's definitely not Trick Room and it's definitely not a super offensive set, so that's actually kind of good for me because now I no longer have to worry about switching into any type of offensive move coming from it potentially. As in comes a Skarmory, I'm thinking, okay, he's just gonna get up rocks or whirlwind me. That's fine, I don't care about that. But as you're gonna see, he is actually gonna turn out to have the defog, and that is really, really bad because my entire game plan was centered around him not having defog on Skarmory. And what do you know? He has defog on Skarmory, so not only are my screens going to be gone, but so are my stealth rocks, and now I'm not able to get off any type of passive damage anytime he wants to switch in and out, and he can switch in and out very, very freely. So I Toxic as he stays in, and then I substitute expecting Aromatisse to come in, and then this way I can Toxicate behind a sub. As he's forced to break my sub, I can just go ahead and Ice Beam here. I do get a crit. I'm not sure how much that crit might have mattered in the long run here as he Moonblasts me. I don't think he's going to want to stay in here to take another Ice Beam, So I'm going to go ahead and get up a substitute, thinking that he would want to switch out, as he does bring in the Man-Chow. Because I do have enough HP to make another substitute, I'm going to go directly for it, as he is going to end up going for a second high jump kick. Unfortunately not missing, but it's fine. If he had missed as I was behind a sub, that would have been really good for me, but this does allow me to roost. And as I bring in my Whimsicott, he does 41% to my Whimsicott, which is absurd. I understand I'm only max HP, but this thing is definitely reckless. I'm like pretty sure this is reckless damage. So yeah, that's disgusting, because now nothing I have is going to be taking 2 high jump kicks from this Man-Chow. So I don't expect him to want to stay in, obviously. So I'm going to U-turn out here as he brings in the Victini, and it turns out that his Victini actually has leftovers, which is really cool. So because he's got Toxic, I don't think he's going to have Will-O-Wisp. There's also no way that he should be able to one-shot me, so he may think that by me bringing in Drapion, I may try to pursue him. So knowing I can live any one hit, I'm actually just going to stay in and go for the knockoff, as he makes a safe switch into the Skarmory. I guess Victini definitely could have taken a pursuit there, but it was more or less a 50-50, maybe not really, depending on his thought process about it, but regardless, knockoff was just a safe play on my end, because whatever defensive mon comes in, I can then Poison Jab, Taunt, or potentially SD against it. So because he brought in Skarmory, I'm expecting him to maybe try to get up his Stealth Rock, so what I'm going to do is just go for the Taunt of my own, and then this way, the following turn, I can go ahead and Sword Zen. There's no way he should be aggressive and bring in Man-Chow or Hydreigon, as he does bring in the Venusaur here. I don't want this to potentially go for a Sleep Powder. I'm not Sleep Powder, sorry. I don't want him to just freely go for any move in general. So I go for the Poison Jab, just trying to weaken him, as he makes a safe switch into the Skarmory here. Because there is no way that nothing on his team one-shots my Drapion, I really don't mind if he's going to predict me to go for Taunt here. Like, going for Taunt regardless is my safest play, because he can potentially roost on me, get into sturdy range, or he can go and try to get up his rocks, and I need to hopefully prevent him from getting up any type of entry hazard on my side of the field regardless. So I figured taunting here wasn't a bad play whatsoever, as he brings in the Hydreigon. There should be no way that a non-specs Hydreigon knocks me out in one shot, and I really don't think he should have brought a choice Hydreigon, because I have Whimsicott and I have Scizor. So I can live with Draco, and then +2 Poison Jab should do a really good chunk of damage to him, regardless of what spread he is running, because I am at +2 attack. So he goes for the Draco meter, and what do you know? He has choice specs Hydreigon, and I just die. So yeah, there's really nothing I can do at this point in the battle. I lose to Scarf Man-Chow. Venusaur and Skarmory are super fat, and they are annoying to deal with. Specs Hydreigon comes in and gets the kill. Between Man-Chow and Hydreigon, I just lose. As he brings in the Man-Chow, he misses high jump kick, and I will be 100% honest with you guys. This definitely mattered. This 1,000 times mattered for sure, because if he did not miss that high jump kick, I instantly lost. Like, down goes Lopunny, and I just sack off the rest of my team, and I take my 5-0. This matchup was absolutely horrendous, because his offense just had such a good matchup against me. So it's fine, I'll take my L and I'll move on. But because he missed high jump kick, now I get to knock out the Man-Chow, and I have a chance to win this battle. It sucks, but that is Mons, and I'm going to take advantage of him missing that high jump kick, as I high jump kick the Skarmory. It turns out, as you can see here, he is not running an offensive move on his Skarmory. I don't know if this is genius or just dumb, but it worked out for him. So yeah, I can't really knock him for it. Like, it worked out in his favor. He brought a set I don't think should have come, but it's working, so I can't blame him for it. But with this Skarmory now being this low, as soon as I get rid of it, in comes my Mew, and I can get up my screens again, and then that'll put me in hopefully a winning position. So he whirlwinds me into Whimsicott. At this range, he's definitely going to drop to Moonblast, because he is physically defensive. As in comes the Venusaur, I do have the Psychic, but I don't want to lose my Whimsicott, because if I lose Whimsicott, Hydreigon just clicks Draco for free. But he does make a good play there. Goes for the Toxic, as I will now be able to get up my light screen. As in comes the Hydreigon. I guess in hindsight, what I should have done was gone for the Reflect and then the light screen, because I want more turns of light screen than reflect, but it's not that big of an issue, and I don't want to U-turn out into anything on my team, so I sack off my Mew. allowing me to bring in my low punny, and then this way I can go straight for the power-up punch, get myself up to +1 attack. And because I don't want to risk him being double status Mega Venusaur, which honestly he could definitely be like Toxic Sleep Powder for all I know, because I didn't expect non-offensive Skarmory and I didn't expect Choice Specs Hydreigon, so I don't want to risk this being Sleep Powder, which is why I just decided to be aggressive and go for the return. In hindsight, I guess I could have gone for another power-up punch before going for the return, but after this return damage, a power-up punch is going to be able to knock him out. As he goes for the Sludge Bomb, he gets a poison on me, which honestly is very justifiable. There's no reason for me to have been upset about him getting this poison whatsoever, because him missing high jump kick was way more important than me getting poisoned by this Sludge Bomb. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the return. Unfortunately, when obviously I should have gone for the power-up punch at +2 attack, I basically just won the battle. His only hope would have been for me to miss high jump kick, which honestly would have been perfectly justifiable because of him missing earlier. But down goes to Skarmory, and because I didn't go for that second power-up punch, I will not be able to one-shot this Victini, so I'm forced to switch out here. And I decided to sack off my Whimsicott because what I can do now is bring in my Kyurem Black, and behind screens, he's not going to be able to break my substitute with one hit, which is going to be really good because behind sub, I should be able to get another KO with my Kyurem here, as he does go for the Toxic. I'm not sure why he did Toxic. That might have been a little odd of a play. I don't know. Like, it doesn't really matter, I guess, ultimately, but he Toxics me as I go for the Roost here, thinking that he would try to go for the Blue Flare to break my sub, but he brings in the Hydreigon, which is fine because even though I do lose my Light Screen here, I will be able to hopefully knock him out with the Ice Beam. As he breaks my sub, I do go for the Beam, and he barely lives on 2%. And honestly, this is actually good for me because what I can do now is just sack off my Kyurem Black to this Hydreigon, bring in my Lopunny, and then at +1 with Victini have taken a little bit of extra damage. At 80%, it should be in range of where my Lopunny can knock him out with the return. So what I should have done was not gone for the Ice Beam here, because I thought that he was just going to one-shot me with the Dark Pulse, but I was ignorant and I jumped the gun and I didn't check the damage count, because as you can see, I clearly live and I knock out the Hydreigon, and that is potentially my last chance to win this battle, because as he knocks me out, this allows me to bring in my Lopunny now, obviously. So my only hope at this point is that he thinks I'm gonna go for the fake out. Now obviously I've not shown him fake out. As you can see, I've only gone for power up punch, return, and high jump kick. So he could expect me to have it and switch out, and then that allows me to power up punch Venusaur, and then at +1 I win the battle regardless. Or he stays in thinking that I don't have it, and as I power up punch, he clearly lives and knocks me out with the Blue Flare. So my hope is that he thinks I do have the fake out, because a fake out after toxic damage puts him in range of where return knocks him out, and I win the battle right there. So expecting him to switch out into the Venusaur, I am going to go for the power up punch, banking it all on him thinking that I'm going to go for the fake out to guarantee him in range of the return. But it turns out that he has Protect on Victini, and unless this had crit, there was no way I won the battle. So yeah, unfortunately, I had 2 chances to win the game there with my Mons after he had missed high jump kick. So it is rather unfortunate that I still lost this game. Like, it's a little, I wouldn't say it's upsetting. Maybe annoying is more the term that I'm leaning towards. Like, I'm not upset that I lost, but I am kind of disappointed. Not very disappointed that I lost at the same time. I don't know. Like, I should have lost his match anyways. If he had hit that high jump kick, he would have beat me regardless. So because he missed, I had a chance to win, and then I choked it twice and I wasn't able to win, which is a little bit more upsetting, I think, than him just hitting high jump kick and me getting wrecked, losing 5-0 potentially, which I would have rather taken that than coming so stupidly close, dude. Like, Venusaur was at 15% and then Victini here was at 23%, so coming this close after him missing such a crucial move in high jump kick is just it's just annoying. But I mean, if I won, it would have been tainted. If I lost, I mean, I would have lost anyway, so I guess it's not that big of an issue. I'm just overthinking it, honestly. But regardless, though, if you guys did enjoy, hit that thumbs up button down below. Let me know what you guys have so I can help increase my immune system, please. I'm getting really frustrated with getting sick so consistently. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, and then Friday will be my first team builder for APA week 1, and then Saturday will be the actual APA week 1 battle, and then Sunday should be GBA Let's Go week 1 as well. So bunch of draft league content coming for you guys this weekend. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in the knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.